I am convinced that there is no other place in the Caribbean that is superior to the one behind me right now, and I welcome anyone to try to prove me otherwise. But first, let me make my case. What we're looking at right here is a cluster of islands that make up the US and British Virgin Islands. Let's start with the passport-free US Virgin Island of St. John. St. John is unbelievable, and it has one of the world's top-ranked beaches, Trunk Bay. St. John is also home of the Virgin Islands National Park, which is untouched beauty that spans for miles. You've got Christmas Cove with some of the bluest water that you'll ever see, and if you're hungry, you can grab a fresh pizza at Pizza Pie VI. I could literally float out here all day. In addition to Cruise Bay and St. John Brewers and all the amazing restaurants over there, probably the most iconic spot is the Lime Out Floating Taco Bar. St. John itself is amazing and makes a strong argument for being one of the top islands in the Caribbean, but this argument is for the combination of everything behind me right here, all these islands. So now let's move on to the British Virgin Island portion. And this is when things get really exciting. Virgin Gorda is home to the Baths, which is one of the most unique parts of the Caribbean. This is such a fun hike and it is so cool to see just the size of these rocks. Next up is a place you may have heard of before on Joss Van Dyke. It's Soggy Dollar and is one of the world's best beach bars. Stop here for some amazing food and a painkiller, either frozen or on the rocks. This place is such a vibe and I'm always so sad when we have to leave. But there's other amazing things to do and see, and that's what makes this part of the Caribbean so cool. This is the Sandy Spit. It's a beautiful but tiny uninhabited island that makes for the perfect stop. But if you want to get a little rowdy and get the adrenaline up, you're gonna head over to Willie T's. This is a floating barge converted to restaurant/bar, and they let you jump off the second story. As more and more boats pull up here, the energy will continue to rise, and that's when the shot ski comes out. And it's over at Norman Island, which has some of the best diving and snorkeling in the Caribbean. And there's so many more iconic spots that I couldn't even list. But I genuinely want to hear from y'all on this. Is there a better cluster of islands in the Caribbean that would give this screenshot a run for its money? Because the way I see it, nothing comes close.